out of the bat, basically. We're now joined by Tyrel Kirkham, Big 12 Chief Marketing Officer. He was on with us when the Record Park event was going on up in New York. And Tyrel, thank you for your time. Nelly, huh? Nelly.
Gentlemen.
How you doing? It's good to have you.
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. Great to be reconnected.
Yeah, you too, and thank you for being accessible. We appreciate it. So, Nelly, huh? What's been the reaction? It seems like it's gotten a lot of talk.
A lot of talk. We're thrilled to announce Nelly. Multi-Grammy winning artist. Had a big feature in The Longest Yard. We just love his energy. We love the cross-generational nature of Nelly. We love the genres that he covered. He's a huge pop star, and, he comes from yesteryear, but still very much relevant today, and we're thrilled to have him perform at the Big 12 Football Championship in December.
So much of what you guys have done since coming on board has been figuring out why people aren't talking about the Big 12 and then getting them to talk about it for different reasons other than, whatever you would normally talk about. When did let's do some big stuff at halftime and make this a much bigger performance than it is just the game come into the conversation?
Probably shortly after our championship last year. We got a chance to really just assess it and reevaluate the things that worked really well, the opportunities to enhance other things. And we love the tradition of the bands. It's the reason why we still want them to be integrated into this performance with Nelly. But we just felt that, halftime could be elevated, and, the opportunity to bring this multi-Grammy winning artist to the forefront and give our fans an enhanced experience within our championship felt like a no-brainer. And I think the response online today is justification of the right move that was made.
Tyrel, it's no secret that, under this current regime, so to speak, that the ADs, Yormark, staff, etc., have been very creative, very, very much thinking outside the box. Is it as fun as it appears to kind of have what it seems like a sort of a blank sheet of paper to sort of just be creative and come up with ideas and try to do things differently than the status quo and maybe what people have expected for so long?
Listen, my marketing mantra is to brainstorm without guardrails.
Cool.
And Commissioner Yormark affords everyone in the organization, everyone, the most junior person on the staff to his high-ranking, executives that support him daily. Everyone has a voice, and I think you can't be more happier to come into an environment that truly empowers you to feel like you can contribute on a daily basis. And as a marketer specifically, myself and along with my team, we come in every day and we try to one-up ourselves just based off of the latitude we're afforded.
Tyrel, when Matt Rule was here, we learned a phrase that he liked to say was, "Don't tell me no, tell me how."
Yes.
Which I really like.
I love it. That's very much of the same, the mindset that we've embodied, and hopefully we've shown you how since Brett's arrival last August. It's hard to believe it's already been a year. I'm approaching my year anniversary in October, and the things that we've done and how we've done them throughout that tenure is what we're most proud of.
You mentioned to us the last time you were on that there would be more, and this is obviously one of those that's more. Was there, did Nelly just pop into somebody's mind? Was that your idea? And what was the reaction, no matter who brought it up, when his name was mentioned?
I mean, we vetted multiple artists. It was really important that we think about the makeup of our base. We think about the future fans that we want to acquire and how we could sort of appeal to the masses. And, as we continue to build this brand, it's important to serve those who are currently part of our existing audience. But as we've overly stated, it's equally as important to ensure that we're continuing to tap into new audiences. And in that vetting process, we probably looked at 8 to 12 artists and eventually settled on Nelly. And I wouldn't even say settle. We were lucky enough to have Nelly just based off of some of the reasons I mentioned earlier. But it's always a all-encompassing conversation, which doesn't just stop with our internal office. Our ADs, our presidents, our governing groups, oftentimes will solicit information from student athletes. We truly want this to be an all-inclusive process.
So do you know if he's a fan of a Big 12 school?
I know he's a fan of football and loves what we're doing. His agent, his management team loves what we're doing. And I think that's the best part of what we're doing. We're putting great product on the field, on the court, all the events and championships that we're hosting. We're getting the competitive spirit. But when we can layer in these other things, it's when you can get the outside world to take notice. And people are calling us now rather than us have to be on the outbound because they just want to be a part of what's happening. And I think that's a testament to the work that's been done. It's a testament to outlets like such as yourself that continue to promote us and showcase all the things that we're doing. We're grateful for that.
So you've been a part of some big, franchises and places and things like that. Where does AT&T Stadium rank up there in terms of just venues and not only for games but for entertainment as well, and just all the possibilities that come with a venue like AT&T Stadium?
It's remarkable. Having worked for the Rams, I used to come there as an opponent and would always be mesmerized by just the enormity of it, but just even as it's aged so gracefully. Looking at our media day, because I wasn't here last media day, so this is my first one back in July. The fact that every time you walk in there, you just sort of take a deep breath and say, "This is Jerry's world," and the fact that we get to call that home for our media day as well as our football championship is a point of differentiation for us. I know it's something that we're excited about as a conference, but we know that our student athletes, that's aspirational. When they step on that field, and especially those who are in attendance for media day, there's the aspiration to get back there in December and hopefully bring home the Big 12 championship. And I think that's the beauty of the venue, helping to play nicely with our narrative of, everything that we do is bigger and better. And we continuously try to one up ourselves.
Rucker Park, Nelly, the addition. We've had Karen Brodkin on from Endeavor. We've had Brett Yormark on and discussed it, and now you as well. It just seemed like you said, it just something one after another. Since we last talked with you, though, the conference has added Colorado, Arizona State, and Utah, and that kind of was, will it ever actually happen? Would they pull the trigger? And they did. What was that like around the conference when that decision came down?
I think, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And we've always, Brett's been talking about a fourth time zone for a long period of time. As a marketers, we're always thinking about how we bring something to life if it does manifest. If it doesn't, then you just hold on to those ideas for a future date. But, it's all about taking advantage of the moment. We're so thrilled to have 4 new members. We call them the new internally because we're still celebrating our 4 current new members. But the new members, we're thrilled to have, and it puts us in new, exciting markets, and we're looking forward to connecting with them and engaging with them and preparing for their arrival next summer.
How much easier does it make that job of spreading the word when the goal is obviously to make fans of the Big 12 wherever you can get them, and you wanted to be in that fourth time zone, but actually being there and now having a captive audience to market to, as opposed to trying to sell people on something they may or may not have been interested in based on where those schools were in a conference?
Yeah, it certainly makes the job easier just to have the captive audience already in place. And as we continue to embark on this journey to bring in new fans, it's important that we go take advantage and engage with those audience members initially, and then figure out who else is in that market or surrounding markets that can be introduced to the Big 12 family. And we've seen that engagement online. Our social growth has been off the charts. The overall engagement associated with our content that we're producing, the fans yearn for more. And this is not just our existing base. We see a lot of people coming into the pipeline, and they're active and they're thankful for our approach and how we're providing sort of behind the scenes footage and coverage, as well as providing compelling new things to talk about beyond just the amazing product that we have with all of our student athletes and what we have with our amazing institutions and our amazing conference.
Well, you said when we had you on at the Rucker Park event, you said there was much more to come. Obviously, it continues to happen. And what's it like knowing that when you call now that people won't say, we'll get back to you? Because I'm sure at times that's happened in conference history among certain places. But that when you call, they probably are excited because they know how right now uptick you have as far as ideas in the Big 12.
Yeah, listen, I always expect the answer when I call. Even if you're going to put me on hold, I want the answer. But it has been nice to get a ton of proactive outreach on behalf of people that want to work with us, that are just even congratulatory of our effort and just trying to reimagine the collegiate landscape. So we're very much flattered by that. But as you heard, I think it was Brett's closing remarks during the media day, we're happy but not satisfied. Mm-hmm. And, we want to continue to have great calls, great conversations, take advantage of the momentum, and give our fan base, but those that are with us today and those that don't know they're going to be with us in a few months, something to look forward to. And again, having that autonomy has been a blessing.
It's been fun to watch, Tyrel. There's no question, to watch what's happening, knowing there's more down the pipeline. Thank you very much for your access and being on with us as much as you have. We hope to have you again the next time there's something else that pops. We appreciate it. Have a great week.
You guys too. And listen, I'm always on speed dial here, so when you guys need me, I'm readily available.
Oh, awesome. Wait, Tyrel, when people say that, we always suggest you may want to block our number, but we appreciate it. When I reached out to Bob Burda, he got in touch with you very quickly, and it was great to know that we could have you on today, the day that the Big 12 announces Nelly as their halftime performance. Thank you so much.
You guys take care. Thanks again.
There we go. Paul, speed dial.
Yeah.
There we go. We got him locked in.